Hey guys, so this video is for section 3.1.3 and 3.1.4, which is our first section in summer Apex Geometry. Hopefully this section will be pretty easy. I'm going to go over the definitions and a couple little problems in this video, and tomorrow we will go into class and discuss. You'll see at the bottom of the video in your assignments, you should see a question. Your homework is to make sure you answer that question along with watching the video. So the first thing we have here is, what is the definition of a triangle? Well, the definition of a triangle is a figure, let me get my pen going, is a figure formed by three segments connecting three non-collinear points. Here's a point at the top, point at bottom, and point over here. Those points are all connected with lines. You guys know what triangles are. I believe you can do that. And then there's different types of triangles. The first type is an acute triangle. A triangle with all three sides that are less than 90 degrees. So all you're looking for is you come in here, you want to look at the angles. Okay, so you come to the inside, that says 75, 62, and 43. All those numbers are less than 90 degrees, thus this would be acute. Next is an obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangles means that one angle, so just one of them, is larger than 90 degrees. So if I look up here, this says 43. Sorry, that's so tiny. This says 28. And then I have 110. Only this one is bigger than 90, but that's all I need to be obtuse. So this would be classified as an obtuse triangle. So you're looking for one big angle. Finally, we have right triangles. It's a triangle with one angle that is exactly 90 degrees. Okay? Only one needs to be 90. Only one can be 90. Okay? So if you see here, we have a 30, a 60, but right over here we have that 90. You should also notice 90 gets marked with this box. So 90s tend to be corners. So you might see the actual 90 degrees. You may just see a box there, but if you see that box, that means it is 90 degrees and it is a right triangle. So that's classifying triangles by their angles. I can also classify triangles by their sides. So if I look at this, we have an equilateral triangle, which is a triangle with all three sides the same length. Okay? You see these markings here? These markings tell us if you see them, then they should all be the same size. So if this was 5, since these have the same marking, this would also be 5, and this would also be 5. All of those sides are the same, thus it is an equilateral triangle. Another option, okay, another option would be an isosceles triangle. Isosceles is a triangle with two sides that are the same length. So if I look here, I see this D to E side has a marking, and this E to F side has a marking. They are the same. I don't know about this final side, so I can't say it's equilateral, but I can say it is isosceles. Okay? And our last one in the side category, come on. Sorry, wrong way. Our last one in the side category is a scalene triangle. Okay, so a scalene triangle is a triangle with no sides that are equal. And on this one, you see how all three markings are different. This has 1 dash, this has 2 dashes, and then we have 3 dashes. Since they're all different, I know all these sides are different. I don't know what their measurements are right now, but I know that they're not the same. And then the last thing we're going to have to do in this section is some naming of parts. Okay? So, given a triangle ABC, one thing you're going to be asked to do is to name all the sides. Naming a side is really easy. You pick a corner to start with, so here's A, B. I'm going to write them next to each other. And then I just put a little line on top of them. So this is side AB. If I want to do all three sides, I can do it. It shouldn't take too long. And I like to just go around. So I started with A, now I'll start with B. So B, come on, right? B, I'm going to go to C. Put a line on top of it. Now I'll start at C and go to A. So C to A. And those would be the different side links. You can also flip them. So I could have had my first one be BA, my second one be CB, and the last one be AC. So just be careful while you're doing the quizzes for that. The other thing you're going to have to recognize is angle names. Again, pretty simple. All you do for angles is you put a little, oh, sorry. That did not work the way I wanted it to. You put this little mark, this little angle mark in front, and then you pick one of the letters. So I put my angle mark, angle A. Put the angle mark, angle B, and then angle C. Okay? So you have these sort of piecing together of the information. And finally, there are questions that will ask you to name the triangles. And they're like multiple choice on Apex. And you can click multiple answers. When you're naming the entire triangle, you start by putting a little triangle out in front. And then you look at your angles. These are the three letters I care about. And I have options. I can do them in whatever order. So say I started with N. I could do triangle N, go down to M, to R. That would be one valid name for this triangle. I could also move the opposite direction, still starting with N, then gone to R and M. Okay? And I could start with another one, so I could do triangle if I wanted to start with R. R to M to N. Another valid name. So it's just using all three corners in an order. And you can do whatever order. So just make sure when you're doing the multiple choice ones or the check all that apply ones, you read through each one because it could be multiple answers. That's mostly what you'll see on your quizzes. We're going to go over and practice with these tomorrow. And I will see you at 9:30.